Hi everyone! In this video, I will show you how to place text and logos in perspective in Inkscape. Recently, when I was creating a thumbnail for one of my blogs, I wanted to put some text in perspective on an angled surface. If you just put the shape on the angled surface, it looks like something is floating rather than an integrated part of the design. I found two ways to solve this problem, and I want to share them with you in this video. In Inkscape, you can use two tools, the perspective extension and the envelope deformation. Both methods can warp your flat 2D design to match the surface angle perfectly. Let's start with the perspective extension tool. I will start by working with text, and later I will show you how to use this tool with a logo. First, make sure that the text is a path. If it is still editable text, go to Path, Object to Path. The perspective extension method works best on flat, angled surfaces like a wall or a book cover. First, choose the surface where you want to place your text and draw a shape that matches that surface. In my case, I want to put this text on the top surface. I will select the pen tool by pressing B, create a node at the bottom left corner and move clockwise. I will give this shape a different color so that we can distinguish it. This is important. If you don't create the nodes clockwise, the text orientation will be different after using this extension. I will demonstrate this by duplicating the text and the design by hitting Ctrl D and putting it right here. I will delete this shape that I created and I will select again the pen tool. I will start at the bottom left. This time, instead of going clockwise, I'll go on the other direction. Now we need to lower the shape below the text on both sides. Select the shape and click on this icon that says lower selection one step. Let's do the same thing on the left side. Select the text, hold Shift and click on the helper shape. Go to Extensions, Modify Path, Perspective. As you can see, on the left side, the text orientation is preserved. Let's now do the same thing on the right side. Select the text, hold Shift, click on the helper guide, go to Extensions, Modify Path and Perspective. You see, the text orientation is different. Keep this in mind. Always create the shape in a clockwise direction. I will delete the shapes on the right side because I don't need them. I will zoom on the left side. Now you can delete the helper shape because we don't need it. Select the text and scale it down. I will keep it like this. That's fine. And if you want, you can do the same thing on this side. Yeah, just pick one side, draw the helper shape, and select Extensions, Modify Path, and Perspective. Now let's do the same thing with the logo. I will undo these changes. I just want the shape to stay there. I will copy the logo from this shape. I'll paste it here. Since this is a group, I need to ungroup it because the perspective tool expects one shape, not a group. Press Ctrl Shift G to ungroup the logo. Here you can see that this is a part and this is another part. I need just one. So I will take this one, I'll shift and select the second shape. I'll go to Path and Difference. Now I have just one shape and you can see that it is transparent. I will press D to select this color because this is the color for the Ubuntu logo. Now select the logo, hold Shift and click the helper shape, go to Extensions, Modify Path and Perspective. Deselect, delete the helper guide or the helper shape, select the logo and scale it down. And as you can see, it looks great. It matches the angled surface perfectly. So you can see that the perspective tool is easy to use. The only thing that you need to pay attention to is the creation of the helper guide. You need to do it in a clockwise direction, but it's not a problem if you are working with logos. There is a downside to this tool. Let me show you. I will undo this. I want the text. Yeah, I want this. I will delete this. I will keep the text, remove this shape. And now I will draw a perfect circle. I will make it black. Select the text, hold Shift, click on the circle, select extensions, modify path and perspective. As you can see, we got a warning or an error that says the second selected object is not a path. Let's undo this. Select the circle, go to path, object to path. And now let me repeat the same steps quickly. Perspective. As you can see, we don't see anything because the circle is on, we need to move it below the text, and now we can see the text. As you can see, the result is not good. This tool falls short on curved surfaces because it creates a linear distortion between corners. It doesn't try to fill the whole space. That's why, in this case, it didn't work well, especially for text. But let's try it with the logo. I'll copy paste it here. I'll deselect this. Let me give it a different color and let's try the same steps. So go to extensions, modify path and perspective. Again, we have the same problem. And as you can see, we have the same issue. So pay attention to the shape that you are working with. If you see that the perspective tool doesn't work well, no problem, you can try the envelope deformation. Now let's use that second tool to solve this issue. Let's start with this problem. So I will undo this. I want the text. Now I want this. I'll paste it here. I don't want the logo, so I'll just put it here. And here there is no problem. And now let's create the helper shape. In this second tool, I can create it in any direction. There is no problem. I don't need to start at the bottom left. I can start here if I wanted to. I just need a shape to guide me. Okay, let's give it a dark gray color. Select the text. Let's make it white. I will center it. Here, in order to bring the Align tab, press Ctrl Shift and A. Select the text, hold Shift, select the helper guide or the helper shape. Make sure that last selected is the option that is selected in this dropdown. After that, center it both vertically and horizontally. Let's move the shape one layer lower. Yeah, I think I need to move everything below the, I need to move everything below the text. So let's do this twice. Yeah, now I see the text. Select the text. Make sure that we are working with a path. If you are not sure, go to path and select object to path. Now go to path and select path effects. Click on this arrow and choose envelope deformation. In the path effects panel, you will see options for top bend path, right bend path, etc. Click this small edit on canvas icon next to the top bend path. You will see a green line appear with two handles. Let me zoom in. Here is the first handle and here is the second one. And between them we have a green line. Pick one of the green handles and snap it to the corresponding corner of your guide shape. As you can see, the text is now deforming. I will do the same thing with the other handle. Repeat the process for the other sides. Let's start with the right bend path. Select the first handle, snap it to that corner, select the second handle and snap it to the other corner. And finally, we have the left bend path. And as you can see, we get the same result. I will delete the helper shape because I don't need it, select the text and scale it down. This tool, the envelope deformation, creates a live effect. This means that you can edit this later if you want to. If you want to make the shape permanent, you need to turn this into a path. Why? Because if I select N, which is the node tool, you can see that the nodes are not following the new shape. To solve this, go to path and object to path. Now select the node tool. As you can see, now we no longer have the path effect because we have a permanent shape. If you want to change the shape, don't turn the object into a path. We can do the same thing for the logo. So I will undo this. Let's delete the text, select the logo. Let's give it a blue color, hold shift and select the helper shape, hit Ctrl Shift A, center the logo vertically and horizontally. I don't like this color. Let's make it yellow. Click on the Path Effects tab, select the Envelope Deformation, and again, bring the handles and snap them to the corners. Repeat this for the other ones, like so. And here is the shape. Let me delete the helper shape. I'll scale down the logo, and as you can see, it looks awesome. You now know how to fit your designs on angled surfaces in Inkscape. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.